Just because we're active, it doesn't mean that we don't struggle. The main reason why I'm active is because I need to be active to take care of my mental health. The reality of having an active lifestyle is that physical movement is our way of coping. When it doesn't work, we get burnt out, we become hard on ourselves, and we dismiss all the times that it has been healing for us. On a Friday afternoon, I took the time to drive out to a local hiking spot. For the 30 minutes that I was hiking, I was surrounded by nature and it was so healing to me. Being active is the simplest form that can bring so much joy. If you're a gym rat, it is hard to consider basic movement as exercise because we're so used to pushing ourselves, but going out for walks helps me get out of my unmotivated slumps. Listening to a positive podcast or daydreaming also helps too. Prioritizing what's good for me and what makes me feel good has changed the game. Small things like caring for my skin, spending time with loved ones, and changing my workout routine gave me my motivation back. Although I was a little upset about gaining weight, I knew I had to find other ways to lose it. Simply counting calories and restricting myself does not work. I've done this years and years and I think it's going to change every time, but it never does. Realistically, I know I will always get back on track, and allowing myself to enjoy what I want in the moment helps me bounce back faster. Obviously, boundaries have to be made with this mindset, but for the most part, I almost always find myself finding ways to balance out my needs and wants. Since I've been active for such a long time, one thing I have noticed is that it's so much more enjoyable when I don't restrict myself. I went out to this barbecue place with my family. We were celebrating just us being together. Since we're all adults now, it's kind of hard for us to all sit down for a family meal, so this was very, very enjoyable. The reality of living an active lifestyle comes with some consequences. A lot of very active people have body dysmorphia and gym addiction issues, which sounds crazy, but it is a real thing. It is. There would be times in my life where I would skip out on social events because I was so tunnel vision on my fitness goal. One meal or one drink or one celebration will not permanently derail you from achieving your fitness goal. I've noticed my fitness journey invites me to become more spiritual because fitness and spirituality gives me the opportunity to become more aware of the abundance in my life. I bought a couple crystals for my friend who's leaving my workplace, and it suddenly occurred to me that my fitness journey has introduced me to so many people who fill my cup and understand me as a person. And without this common love for fitness, I would not have these type of connections I have today. And the people who I share this love for fitness with are probably the most sweetest, kindest, most genuine people I've ever connected with, and I never ever want to lose that connection because they just get it. They understand how much more enjoyable life is when you have fitness in it. Even the pure concept of a yoga class, a shared space where everyone can feed off each other's energy, is always so healing to me. yeah, so like I mentioned, my weight gain has been pretty frustrating, but I do recognize that whenever I do gain weight, it is a sign for me to reassess, reflect on my self-care routine and my mental health. If I'm gaining weight, it's telling me a couple things. It's telling me that my binge eating habits are coming back, I'm not eating the best foods, I may be emotionally eating, and my mental health isn't in the greatest spot. Because whenever I gain weight, it's not on purpose. Whenever I'm trying to realign with myself, whenever I feel the need to prioritize my mental health, I like to take it in baby steps. When it comes to my nutrition, I found the best method for me is to add instead of subtract. Tried and true is adding the veggies first before I subtract all the nasty stuff that I eat. I decided to make my favorite comfort food, chicken noodle soup. I decided to make a healthier version and basically dump a bunch of veggies in the soup. And I also use some healthy alternatives like chickpea pasta. The reality of having an active lifestyle includes forming some type of body dysmorphia. I hate to admit it, but that's the truth. I mean, you probably don't even have to be active to form this. But since we're changing our bodies through exercise, it's natural for us to want to look a specific way for ourselves, especially now that we know and understand that we do have the ability to change our bodies. That's why it's so important to find an activity that brings you peace and joy. Kickboxing classes has been something that has given me so much joy, almost as much joy as weightlifting. Good morning, lovely friends. 10:30 a.m. I'm making my way over to the gym. So I've been going through this little rut. Yeah, I said this like 3 times in the last couple vlogs, but I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, it is getting kind of figured out. So I am starting to feel a little bit better. I've noticed that my bloating has decreased. I still have a little bit of a pouch. Obviously, that won't go away overnight, but I find that it's not as bad as it was before. In terms of my mental health and me being motivated to move and work out, it has gotten a little bit easier because I did change up my routine a little bit. So I'm almost done the kickboxing. I have 1 session left, which is crazy. That means 6 weeks has flown by. I am still doing my regular leg day. I'm switching up a couple things here and there, but I am, for the most part, making a point to continue listening to my body, doing things that will change up my routine, my workout regimen, and it has been working really well for the most part. I did yoga. I went to the co-ed gym last night. I wish I vlogged it a little bit, but I went around like 8 p.m. and I got back home around 10, which is so off-brand for me because I never do that. I hate working out at night. Something about that kind of hit different. I don't know what it was. I think it's the change in the environment, the change in the weather. That workout was really, really nice. I did a leg workout, and on top of that, I forgot my headphones, and I managed to condense my leg day into 1 hour, and I finished off with a cardio session, 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. I think that is impressive as hell, especially with no headphones, and it's like 10 p.m. at night. Okay, that's so impressive for me. And then I went back home and I finished some stuff, which is nice. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, I think it is because of the daylight saving things. This is the first year that I've actually been so serious about daylight savings. It has actually messed with my head, and especially for me, since I wake up early in the morning, it doesn't feel like it's 2 a.m. I'm going to a co-ed location again because I need that switch of environment, and usually on sunny days when it's not that busy, oh my god, the gym is just so beautiful, so calming and peaceful. I love working out at the co-ed gym during this time of day because it's so nice, it's so peaceful. Unfortunately, I cannot go into the steam room because my lashes are still looking beautiful. I'll try and film as much as I can. The reality of having an active lifestyle is that you will need to do your cardio. I swear I always ignore this and I don't pretend it's true, but you know what? Every now and then I get a hard reminder that I do need to do cardio. I hate cardio, but lately I have found that it has helped me tremendously with my mood. A couple months ago I had a little running phase. I was actually so happy after I did cardio. I don't know, you've probably heard of the term runner's high. It's because we release good feeling hormones when we run. When I do something I hate, I feel very happy and I feel feel very proud after. It's given me the validation that I can do anything if I put my mind to it. When I force myself to do something that I don't like, it kind of helps me practice discipline, which makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel productive. And I know if I'm doing this, it will always be a benefit to me and my health. Even when I hate every second of it, it makes me proud of myself because I did that. And reality is we do need to consistently work on our heart and our mind. So yeah, 10 minutes on the treadmill, I can do it. I can probably scroll through 10 minutes of TikTok while I'm on the cardio machine. And you know what? That also counts.